you have Indian Army football team. Both teams that have won all 3 games as far as the group stages of this edition of the tournament is concerned. One has scored 11, that being Northeast United in that 3 group games. The other scored 7 goals in the 3 wins. That is Indian Army football team. It is so good to see that you have women, you have men, families coming into the stadium, and that is why Northeast, this entire region is so special as far as football is concerned in this country, has given so much to the beautiful game. There is culture, they love their sport, and of course they continue to give so many players who love the sport, who follow the sport with a lot of passion. And we hope that it continues as far as Indian football and their love affair with the Northeast is concerned. My name is Arjun Pandit and I'm delighted to be joined in the commentary box by Henry Menezes. Henry, good to be here. You expect that both the coaches will now bring new changes going into the second half.
Yeah, of course, it's going to be very important to have that changes done, especially when you talk about 90 minutes, no extra time, straight into the penalties. It's win or go home battle over here, but both the teams are sure they're 50-50. Nobody's won up till now in the first half. Definitely there are going to be some goals in this match, and we expect that the first change coming in.
Yeah, the first change is coming in. Ankit B has been taken out. Thoy is of course coming in place of Ankit B, jersey number 19. Thoy will now be manning the wings as far as the right wing concerned for Northeast United. Ankit B, to be fair, wasn't involved too much in those first 45 minutes. Had a few moments, 1 or 2 moments in that first half, but a lot of the attacks for Northeast.
Okay, लोगोफोर क'क्राझार फुटबल टुर्नामेन्ट नोंथांमोना बयबो फ्रियाव नायनो मोनसिगोन आरोना नोंथांमोना जायफ्रा आंनि लाइभआव फैदों नोंथांमोनाहाय फुटबल क'क्राझार टुर्नामेन्टखौ नुनो मोनसिगोन आरोना नोंथांमोना नायब्लानो जाबाय दायो टिफिन जाखांबाय नोंथांमोना नायब्लानो जाबाय आरोना दा टिफिननि उनाव हाफ टिफिन जाखांबाय दा टिफिननिफ्राय दा स्टार्ट जाफिनगोन बेनो आरोना स' लोगोफोर नायलांबानो जाबाय आरोना क'क्राझार फुटबल टुर्नामेन्टखौ
They're shown that they've come back into the game, and they're shown that they're threatening in the attacking third.
Yeah, Ronaldo down the Indian Army, of course that left flank of Indian Army, Ronaldo's been taken out. And coming in his place, of course, is number 20, Sagar, who has been brought in. Fresh legs, of course, being used for both the teams. 2 changes now for Indian Army. Number 29, runners of both the players down the flanks, left and right, taken out by their coach, Manish Wahi. And fresh pair of legs being put down the flanks. Kind of tells you a bit about what their coach wants to do. He wants energy, he wants, of course, gusto, he wants a lot of power. You want to keep on pressurizing Northeast United. So another 45 remains. Another 45 between these 2 teams and making their journey into the semi-finals of this edition of the Durand Cup. Northeast United in their all-red kit. Indian Army football team in their green and white kit. 0-0 so far in this first quarter-final. Northeast United have already made 1 change going into the second half. Indian Army have made 2 changes, both those changes taking up their fingers down the left and right. Ronaldo taken out, Rana taken out. So fresh pair of legs, energy being pumped in by coach Manish Wahi. And remains to be seen how quickly they come into this game and start causing trouble for the Northeast United defense. Straight away, Henry, you can hear the coach, of course, from the touchline saying, close him down, don't give him any chance whatsoever.
Racing football is all that we talk about, in the middle of the park you see a lot of different midfielders over there. Allen, Bolla, Rao, Leeton, all of them really crowding that. It's going to be interesting to see space over there. That's why you've seen a lot of wide play out over here for Northeast United. They've not been successful though. They've entered into their attacking third at least 6 times, hitting the target on 2 or 3 occasions.
Here's the new man. Straight away comes into play. Let us see now. How much more of him are we going to see in this first 45? Cut a lonely figure in the first 45, and large parts of that is due to the brilliant shot taken. Wonderful shot. Wonderful connection. Unable to keep it on target. Rightfully applauded by his coach as well.
So much vehicles of players, especially when it came back. And look at him. He just keeps his eye on the ball, takes the ball out from the overhead and takes a first timer. What a wonderful piece of footwork that is, just doesn't have the goalkeeper there alert on the target.
Yeah, with the new man in, Christopher, he come in for Rana at the start of the second half, and what a start it would have been for him and the Indian Army football team. Meanwhile, here comes Jithin MS. Gets past two players with these. Now he has options. He has options for the shot. Finds one of the Indian Army players. That was the new man in as well, Thoy. So both the substitutes at both ends causing problems for either side.
What more do you want? An empty goal in front of you, all the time in the world. What a lovely layoff that was, actually. And when you see that ball over there, look at the defender, look at Suri just punching his fist in the air to celebrate that save.
Should have done a lot better, but danger not yet working. Now they of course cleared it. On the Northeast United again. End-to-end stuff, just like how that first half ended. The second half started with the same passion. Beautiful shot. Curler taken by Nestor. They're coming close, just not close enough, our Northeast United.
Brilliant piece of ball from this man. Look at his footwork. Simply great. Keeps the ball under his control. He kept the vision of the ball onto the goal. And then that curler comes in. How close that was. Beats the goalkeeper hands down.
That was quality. That was quality. Absolute quality from Nestor. He's been the orchestrator for Northeast United in the first half. Expect the same in that second as well. But how about Indian Army? Abindra Mala Thakuri. Shots on goal, faces 4, saves 4. You talk about the goalkeeper, he's been the star of the show as far as Indian Army is concerned. Just a while back, don't forget, Christopher came inches close for Indian Army football team. So it's been a wonderful start to the second half, a blistering start to the second half. And we're hoping it continues to be the same. Because remember, it's knockout competition now. It is knockout competition now. You lose, you go back home. You win, you continue in this competition. It's as simple as that. Here's Maya Pennan. Tries to find Jithin MS. Does well to get past one, does Jithin now has the option of going past the second. Throw into Northeast United. Full credit, Henry, to both the coaches as well. The way the second half has started, it's like they've started on 5th gear. Just haven't let off at all.
If you look at the passing, they have kept the possession very well. They get into the bites very nicely. They get inside, penetrating. But nevertheless, the teams have thrown their bodies here and there to really stop the balls and goals.
Guillermo doing exactly what Guillermo does. Do not ever count him out. He seems like one of those very intelligent strikers. Sort of sense that the ball is going to be coming there, and now causing troubles for Mala.
This is very interesting. He had a full control over the ball, trying to run in that pathway, gets in, and then he just dashes on. He's very lucky, I would say. The referee would have taken offense on this. This would have been a penalty there.
Interesting you say that, because as soon as that happened, he's gone down, Mala. The crowd clearly not happy with those antics. Here's a look at it again, Henry.
Yeah, look at him, what he has done. He's gone straight into his body, pushed him over there. Unwanted. Why do you do that when your team is playing so well? This is a little bit of nudge, to irritate the strikers, to get off balance, to get a little bit frustrated. Maybe that's the point over there.
Yeah, he seems like one of those players, Guillermo, who could get under your skin. Those intelligent players, always puts up in the box. Here he comes again with the head, and there it is! It's been coming! It has been coming! And who it has fallen into? It's fallen into the feet of Nestor! Goal number 1 of quarterfinal number 1 of this edition of the Durand Cup. And finally,
wow, Malay, wow, dia mana ni? Wow, Malay final. Warrior.
Brought down brilliantly by Guillermo, and a first-time shot by a man
Constant shot. Wow, nice shot.
Supremely good so far. Makes no mistake with that left foot.
Yes.
Nestor opening the score for Northeast United.
क'क्राझाराव बाजै क'क्राझाराव बे दाखालि टिकेट लानानै दानदोंना मानसिफ्राहाय लानानै दानलाबायदोंना
Just
दा लाइभ
on
भिडिअ'आव
behind
नायनो
that
हागोन आरो
first
बयबो
time striker does
बेवहाय
that.
नुनो मोनगोन
Just an out and out striker can do that. Look at that body balance.
वाव
So
सेट
straight. He has all the time in the world to take that ball in. Nobody really targeting
नाइस
him.
शट
Hits it. Beats Malla. Go.
You wouldn't bet against him. You wouldn't bet against him at all. There's a reason he's wearing jersey number 10. Nestor Olbiak, in his second season with Northeast United, calling the shots as always. Calling the shots from the middle of the park. That beautiful left foot of his. And now the onus is on Indian Army. 53 minutes into this first quarter final, and Northeast United have taken the lead courtesy some brilliant piece of play by Nestor Olbiak. But how about Guillermo as well, Henry? For all the work he's been putting in the second half.
क'क्राझार फुटबल प्रमद बर' सार लाबोनाया बेनो लोगोफोर नायबानो जाबाय आरो ना जायफोरा गोजान गोजाननि नोंथांमोनहा टिकेट दाननानै नायफैनो हास्लाबाखै बिथांमोनहा बेयावनो नुनो मोनगोन आरो क'क्राझारनि बेयो जागासिनो दं खेलाया थिनथानिफ्राय जादों सेन्स 27
Change now being made by Indian Army football team. Rin Kumar is taking out, and in his place comes in Nitin. So I'm guessing all, as far as whatever you've planned for, you've got to start throwing at it. You've got to start throwing it at the field. You've got to start throwing it at Northeast United. You're already a goal down now. And you'd have to say, Henry, for sure, that the way this game has panned out, not surprised whatsoever that Northeast United have taken the lead. For all the chances they've created, they've looked very strong going in front.
And then the experience of the lot, they have got great players who can really get inside behind the defenders 1v1. They've got the technique to really hit the ball well, and that's exactly what happened. But this man, Tapa, has not been in his elements today. He's been very influential in the matches.
अन्नानै लाइक होदो लोगोफोर
Assisting and shoot from long range we've seen. But this time not given that space to operate from. Nevertheless, it's going to be a little bit of defensive issues with Northeast United, especially when they've scored a goal. They might fall a little bit deep. It's only that how the reaction comes in from Army. We have seen them how they stunned Jamshedpur FC.
Straight away you can start hearing the crowd on their feet, cheering, supporting their local side. Northeast United looking good. Last season, in this Durand Cup, lost out in the group stages. Hoping they can go a lot better this season around. Their eyes are only on that trophy. Already now another corner, this first corner, in the second half. And it's the goal scorer, Nestor.
Notice 1, Indian Army 0.
It's in a good ball. He's got a sweet left foot on him. Guillermo again popping up at the right space at the right time, making a nuisance of himself.
Brilliant piece of work from the striker, when the goalkeeper was out there to collect the ball, he reached the ball before the goalkeeper, and that's intelligent, that's something that we love to see it again and again. This is something that strikers would love to be right in front. The goalkeeper comes out, nowhere there. Lovely save from Pradeep.
Just love to see the awareness as far as the striker is concerned. You see his positioning. More often than not, he's always in the right position. He's always in the right position. It's just that finishing that sort of let him down today. And he's going to find himself at least 2 goals as far as Northeast United is concerned.
Wow,
shit. Stoppage. Medical attention being given. It's their captain Zabako who's been given.
Hello LD official, thank you so much. क'क्राझार फुटबल टुर्नामेन्ट क'क्राझारनि आरोना दाखालिहाय बयबो बेखौ टिकेट लानानै नायसोगारदों ना लाइभआव नायबानो नुयो आरो बयबो नायदो आरोना फैसा होनांलायला आरो
Lays a shot to Nestor. Keeps the ball in play. Back to Dinesh. Again, the cries for closing him down coming in from coach of Indian Army football team. Space given now. Space given. to Toy.
Smart has become a pawn over there on the right side, especially in the left. There's GT on the left, but this man, as soon as he came in, he's already on his job to get onto that wing behind the defenders, trying to get those crosses in. Almost scored a goal.
Plays it back Pradeep. Malla had no chance whatsoever in that shot taken by Nesta. Just beautifully first time finish. Here he is on that again. Now trying to set up Guillermo with a deft touch. He looks like a brilliant player. You give him space, he's going to enjoy himself as much as he can. Seems like the kind of player you don't want to give him any time whatsoever on the ball.
Yes, you were absolutely right. You know, you have a striker like him, very unpredictable at any time.
58 minutes.
Switch on and get on to that attacking part of it, and that's the brilliance of players. The Spanish has brought in that flavor to Indian football. It'd be nice to see him.
Wow, nice keeper.
Trying to get into the game, taking a long range effort. End-to-end stuff now at the size center in Kokrajhar, down that left flank, that very busy left flank for Northeast United.
Both the sides now are operating in tandem. You have Chitin on the left, Toy on the right. They've got all the options, especially when
11 number stand, 7 number out.
Wings will be in action for Northeast United.
Change number 4 now. Change number 4 within the first 15 minutes of the second half. Little Seal taking out Bikash has been sent in. Talk about the word trigger happy. Completely trigger happy in the second half is the Indian Army coach. I'm guessing he's seeing something because he knows he needs to change something. He needs to bring about some certain amount of change. And when you have 5 changes at your disposal, why not go for it? Put in a pair of fresh legs to trouble that Northeast United defense that hasn't seen trouble throughout this quarterfinal.
You're very true, you know. They live a little bit dangerous in the defense over here now. All the thing that the goalkeeper could have done is just clear the ball and put it out there. I've got 4 or 5 green shirts up front. Just keeps it.
It's about Nestor again, and see the positions that he takes in between the spaces, in between the lines. How do you mark him? If you try to mark him, he goes behind you. More often than not, he's always given options to the likes of Bemama to find him. And then he has acres of space to make that turn as well, and that beautiful left foot and bring it in to affect the game to good effect.
You see very few players like that, with that ability, you know, to get into that free zone, make himself available everywhere when the ball is in the attack. So influential in the attack, simply that's what is right for the team.
And would you believe it now, the man who've been waxing lyrical about, he's been taken off by one Pedro Benali. Nesta, well, he's had quite a game. Can't seem to understand why his coach has taken him off. I'm guessing it's from a fitness point of view. You want to preserve him. It's the start of a brand new season. He's already done what he had to do. He's opened the scoring. He's, of course, given you the lead. That only goal in the game coming courtesy of Nesta, which means now it's Ajare who's going to be coming in. He seems like an intelligent player. He seems like a guy full of energy. And in these last 30 minutes, he can be quite a handful for opposition defenses. What a day it's been for Nesta Albiak and Northeast United.
Your special player of Blixen, good thinking over there from the coach, especially when you see Ajari last time he came in, the Moroccan came in and he brought in a goal for himself. And it'll be interesting to see how he gets up front with Guillermo. It'll be nice to see them come. And this is what I like of Benali, you know, he brings in players to get competitive matches. He's not really worried about whether the team is going to win. He's got a philosophy in the team. The players go and play the way he wants them to play. But he brings in new players, want to see them. There's a long season ahead.
Yeah, I think that's a brilliant point. That's a brilliant observation of a coach. But it's not just, of course, the objective that's in front of you, but you've got that larger objective in front of you as well. And sometimes you take decisions keeping in mind that larger objective. And if it means taking out one of your more impressive players in that quarterfinal, so be it, because you've got to preserve them. There's a long season ahead. It's not the only competition you're going to be playing in. Also gives an opportunity. Look at the opportunity you've given to someone like Ajare to come in and influence the game these last 30 minutes, finish this game off, and seal your spot in the semi-finals.
Cheating once again, you see him. The humidity over here, I'm sure these kind of cramps will come out in the last 20 minutes of the game. It's very hard work. This game has gone seesaw way, box to box. Surely, a little water will really refresh them.
I've been really impressed, Henry, with the likes of Guillermo, and I feel he's going to be quite a threat in this season in Indian football. First season in Indian football for Northeast United. Seems like an out-and-out goal scorer, but more importantly, from a goal-scoring point of view, seems like someone who's always involved in play, finding himself in those right positions, and always coming at goal.
Yeah, this is the kind of players we want. They come behind.
Wow, both of people
players, and then
nicely looking football final team.
Colorful place in the stadium over there. Really nice.
What's nice view people football
Festive
final
type
team
of,
Kokrajhar 2, Kokrajhar.
situation.
From Kokrajhar 2 PR final.
Yeah, the young lady there was making a video for social media. Don't know what song she was singing on, but she was in her element at the time. Much like, of course, Northeast United, who seemed to be in their element. Marching on into the semi-finals of this edition of the Touring Cup.
Talking about Indian Army, you just can't give them up. They really can come back from behind. The last time we saw them against Jamshedpur FC, they were 2 goals down. Arjun, the way they came in to win the match 3-2.
Wow, shit, guys.
Here comes Indian Army now. Had a
No.
chance there. From what I'm hearing, another change is going to be made by Northeast United pretty soon. Bemama now.
And out. Please like me. Like on me, please. Give please like. Wow, nice. Ish. Wow.
Jersey number 11.
No.
Just too many bodies in front of him to find direction to goal.
Yes, Vikas Thapa. He's been an excellent player over there. He's scored goals for his team.
Both coaches, of course, using the fact that you have 5 substitutes at your disposal, using it to good effect.
Goal score
Northeast United have already made 2 changes.
1-0. Northeast
getting
1.
confirmation that a 3rd change will be made pretty soon as well. Indian Army football team have already made 4 changes within these first 20 minutes of the second half. Remember, at the end of 90 minutes, there's no extra time. There is no extra time whatsoever. You go straight to penalties if this game can't find a winner. As things stand, it's Northeast United who will be playing the winner of Shillong Lejong and Imami East Bengal. That is the second quarterfinal coming your way a little later today on the Sony Sports Network. That game is starting at 7 p.m. Imami East Bengal, finalists in the last edition of the tournament. Here's Jitin MS. He's looked so good down that left flank. Intelligent piece of play. Just tried a bit too much to find a Jari at that time.
He's such a versatile player, when he gets up front on the wide, he just can go onto the wide, he can cut in and get inside the box. He can score goals. What a lovely player to have in a team.
You've got the likes of Parthiv Gogoi, you've got the likes of Jitin M. There is Falguni Singh, who's on the bench as well. There's Radeem Talan, who's been a part of the national team setup. You've got a good bunch of Indian players going into this new season. And that is what every team hopes for.
Very true. We've seen that happen, when I was talking to you, I think I made the mention over there that Jamshedpur FC had 2 goals in their pocket and they always thought that they were winning the game. And all of a sudden came Alan Thapa, came Ramakrishnan, and came Vikash Thapa. 3 goals in the span in the second half. And they won the match. And today they're playing in the quarterfinals, so you can't write them off.
Here comes Christopher now. He's not shy to take a shot. The earlier effort a lot better. But again, positive signs from the left-footed Christopher, of course, who came on at the start of the second half for Indian Army football team.
Yeah, this was a nice shot. We've seen them hitting the target, getting their goals from this angle. This time the ball didn't have that much pace, straight in the hands of the goalkeeper.
Now we got a free kick in a very intelligent position. Now this could be a good position for Indian Army football team. Surely they're going to be sending numbers in front. My guess is you're going to be going Garrett.
Oh shit.
Christopher, that occasion brought down. Apologies, it was Sagar at that time who was brought down. So you've got Alan Thapa on the ball. Joining him is Pradeep as well. Henry, who would bet against Pradeep, going in for a long ranger again.
And both the players have got that ability. I think most of the players from the Indian Army, especially the midfielders, really have that ability to really hit from that distance, 25 meters.
25 meters of the
They
distance.
can hit the right spot in the space, test the goalkeeper. It will be very, very interesting to see how this game goes on.
Who will it be? Will it be Pradeep or will it be Christopher? Looks like it's going to be Pradeep. Straight into the wall. Put back by the head of Christopher.
Yes.
Still not avoided. Now here come Indian Army
No.
down that left flank. Sagar now on the ball. Does well to keep a possession. Down that left flank. First time cross put in. No one there attacking that ball.
Not goal. Out.
Offside. That was the call over there. Always ready on that side. Interesting, the ball is coming all the way from the goalkeeper. You need to really check yourself. You're the last man in defense. You're the entire line in front of you. These kind of balls could be really dangerous because nobody there behind, just 2 red shirts.
The Indian Army, of course, no stranger to domestic Indian football. They won the Duke Cup in 2005, runners-up in 2002. They won the Sikkim Gold Cup, champions in 1999, Darjeeling Gold Cup 2010, Kalinga Cup 2010, 2016, IFA Shield runners-up in 1991. So clearly they've been around Indian football. They've been around for a long time. Like you mentioned in that first half as well, clear-cut favourites for this edition's Santosh Trophy. The way they've played this time in the Duran Cup, the way they've given these big teams a run for their money. Who would bet against these boys again going on and winning a Santosh Trophy? Here comes Toy. He's looked impressive since coming on. The Mama plays it off to Mayakanan. Mayakanan to Jitan MS. He's got the option down that left flank. Opts to go by himself. Tries to find Guillermo, who somehow finds that ball. Much like he always does.
It's a nice piece of work from Northeast United. They don't shy from keeping the ball in possession now because they are in lead. What they're looking out to stretch the defenders, trying to see those gaps, and they've got the likes of Guillermo.
फुटबल फाइनाल नायदों बाजै क'क्राझारनि बियो दाखालि मानसिफोराहाय नायनो बिबाय थादोंमोन आरोना दिनै बेयाव नुबाय आरोना टिकेट दाननानै नायदोंमोन मानसिफ्रा बेखौनो आरो दिनैबो बेखौनो टिकेट दाननानै नायगासिनो दं मानसिफोराहाय दायो नायबानो नुबाय आरो बेवहाय क'क्राझाराव बियो क'क्राझार
But how about that for a replacement? You got within the Lanka coming. It's been a season campaign as far as Indian football is concerned. And we quite a handy foot down the flanks. Seems to be operating now down that right flank for Northeast United, which means Thoy is moving down to the left flank.
Home.
Straight away brought into the game by Bemama and
No.
Pradeep Talan. First time pass, opts for a 1-2. Ably put in, puts in that foot.
Wow,
Cross.
side.
Oh,
Now.
how glad for a
Wow,
finish.
nice fire.
What a finish by Guillermo.
Not good.
The right place
Wow.
at the right time. He's been threatening all along.
Notice to
And when he finally gets this goal, gets it some beautiful acrobatics. Give Northeast United their second goal surely now. They would be hoping they're going into the semi-finals.
Look at that pass. Look at that 1-2. Stretching, getting back. The defense is in 2
Wow.
or 3 and then that ball a little awkward.
Wow.
Awkward piece of work from the striker. This is like a striker's goal, I would say. Simply gets his feet to it, backheels it into the goal. Goalkeeper really screaming for touching that ball and what a pass this is.
Talk about awareness. Just talk about
Yeah.
awareness. That was just brilliant awareness. That ball was getting away from him, or he
Yes.
probably had in front of him too
Goal.
much, but just to make that last minute change, and getting that touch of the ball and making sure that it's reached the back of the net, that tells you everything you need to know about Guillermo. You've got a handy of a player. What a player you signed Northeast United. He's bound to be a handful for opposing defenders all season long. Tune in to Northeast United. Now, surely walking into the semi-finals of this edition of the Durand Cup, that first goal coming from Nesta, and then Guillermo getting one of the most beautiful goals for Northeast United, ably set up by the new man in, Radim Talan. So everything seems to be working beautifully for Juan Pedro Benali's team.
So what do you want? You want players on the bench, you want players in the first 11, you want players to really go there and perform. That's exactly what Northeast United have here. They've got enough ammunition in their bag to really take on any team. Like this goal.
Yeah, seems like a proper player. The crowd has been treating some great football. It's not just Northeast United, great football, because Indian Army too, for their part, have competed for large parts in this game. 75 minutes
Hello
into
guys,
this first quarterfinal of the
bयबो नायनो
Cup,
हागोन
Northeast
आरोना
United have taken a 2-goal lead.
2 goal.
It's a drinks break now in the
Okay.
second half, and I'm guessing Juan Pedro Benali is going to be a happy man. They made a total of 3 changes. 4 changes made by Indian Army football team, but it's about the goals. The goals coming in from Nesta Olbia. Of course, the second goal being scored by Guillermo. What a goal that was, Henry. We could see that replay over and over again.
A little bit of luck and a little bit of positioning can get you goals, and that's what he showed us. Just was in the right place, extended himself, and got a beautiful goal.
Total chances created 3 for Guillermo. He's been a handful. Could have had a few more goals to his name. And credit to the players, or rather credit to the player, Henry, that whichever game we've seen him play this time in the Durand Cup, he's always looked like the kind of player who would have walked away with 2 or 3 goals to his name.
टिकेट दाननानै नायदोंमोन ना जोङो दाखालि समाव ना, ओमफ्राय दा मोगथाङाव नायदो माबायदि।
That's what the team needs.
बिना फैसायै नुगोन लोगोफोर, मोजाङै नायबानो जाबाय। क'क्राझारा टुर्नामेन्ट फाइनाल बेनो। लोगोफोर नायबानो जाबाय दिनैहाय।
15 minutes remaining of regulation time in quarterfinal 1 of this edition of the Durand Cup. 2 goals, both coming in from their Spanish goals for Northeast United. On comes Guillermo again. Just doesn't stop it. Ball put in by Toy. Total of 4 goals and 2 assists to his name in this competition for Guillermo. Here he comes again. Has space for the shot. Opts to, of course, find Toy. Do well to keep possession. Just keep it a bit too much. Loses it
Out.
in the process. Remember, the second quarterfinal is also coming on the Sony Sports Network a little later today. 7 p.m. kickoff. Shillong Lejong taking on Imami East Bengal. Imami East Bengal finalists last season. Lost out to Mohan Bagan Supergiant.
Scoreline
He's
Northeast
been a
2,
handful.
Indian
Toy
Army
ever
0.
since coming on in the second half. Sunday as well, it's been a good all-round display by Northeast United. Each and every player has had his fair share of contributions.
Yes, yes. Indian Army 0, Notice 2 goal.
Sunday with the ball, puts in a ball, tries to find a Northeast United player. 4 of them were there in the box at that time. Much like Henry had pointed out earlier, that you've got to give credit to Juan Pedro Banali for the way he's run this team.
This is today Kokrajhar
He's not
Futball
always just dependent on a
Tournament.
bunch of 12 or 13
From
players.
Kokrajhar
Referee
Futball.
there, handing out the yellow
Yes.
card to Sunday. He felt, of course, taking a bit too long.
Notice to Indian Army. 2 players versus notice to
But yes, credit to
Indian
Juan Pedro
Army
Banali making
versus.
changes when needed to be. He's dependent on a total of 17 or 18 players, if I may say. And so he's got a good bunch. He's got a solid bunch. Their start to the season has been good.
Hello, Onjalu bro. This is today Kokrajhar Tournament Indian versus to Northeast.
This game's going to have another flair of football quality.
Wow, no.
On comes Alan Thapa again. Uses the outside of his foot. Tries to find Prakash that time.
Time is 17 minutes.
Pace just seems to have dropped
No,
a bit in the game
time.
right now.
15 minutes left.
Because both these teams have been attacking with lots of fervor. Here comes Ajare. Another of those substitutes in the second half for Northeast United. Close him down are the calls from Indian Army coach down the touchline.
प्रमोद बर' सार लाबोनाया क'क्राझारावहाय बे आरोना टिमा प्रमोद बर' सार लाबोनाय क'क्राझाराव दिनै जागासिनो दं प्लेयार
Though they don't have the pace, but look at the way they have operated themselves. That one-touch football has really deceived the Army 11 in the defense over there. Though they have crowded the defense, they found that space between them. Makes it so easy, so fluid up front.
On come Northeast United again. Here's Guillermo now. Ajare in the ball. First time shot being taken. Completely mishits it. Maya Penna. Looks like a clean player. Doesn't lose the ball on too many occasions. He has given a good account of himself alongside Bamama. One of those heroes that you've seen across the pitch. Even if you look at the back, Zabako, how many times have we spoken about him? And that's purely because of the positioning and, of course, the composure with which both him and Hashir have defended for Northeast United.
They're playing a little bit deep over there, making more space up front in the middle of the park. That'll be the intent of Northeast United, to really spread the game totally, lengthwise.
10 minutes of regulation time remaining. Lost out in the group stages last time, did Northeast United. This time around, just 10 minutes away from making their way into the final four.
Yes, to the final four team.
It's a full stadium here at the Sai Center in Kokrajhar, and it's so good to see. It's a weekday, and they've come out in numbers to support the local team. Haven't won a major trophy since the time they came on to Indian football at Northeast United. These are the semi-finals once of the Indian Super League, but beyond that, no real silverware.
Semi-final.
So we'll be hoping they can start things off
India versus the
in perfect fashion.
Team.
It's been a great start, nevertheless. You've come into the opening competition of the national football, and all of a sudden you got into that gear of really playing well, getting in 3 wins, and then coming into the quarterfinals.
Guillermo now, first time finds Radeep Talang. Talang was hoping that he was brought down. Hands up in the air. nothing doing.
This is a long time now.
Straight away you can see, Henry, that there's a bit of a gap between the centre and of course the attack of Northeast United, and that gap is being used by these Northeast United players. You had pointed it out 5 minutes back as well.
Yes, that's the interesting point over here, is that when you are in the dying stage of the match,
Wow,
you
red,
want to keep your
Willow.
defense intact for both the teams, especially the team that is
What is the
goals
power?
out,
This is
fallen
yellow.
team, and this is almost
Yeah.
waiting for that challenge to come in. Very intelligently done that.
Because
Because we've seen him scoring goals the last game against the Jamshedpur. He went in and stabbed one ball.
Yeah, final 2 changes now being exercised by Juan Pedro Bernardi. And made 3 in the second half. Change number 4, change number 5 now happening in front of you. Goal scorer, and what a goal he scored. And what a game he's had. Guillermo, jersey number 9, has been taken off.
it's now
By
sense
the
the
other player who's been taken off by coach Juan Pedro Bernardi. So 2
Yeah.
changes made there. Applause, of course. Claps for both these players who put in quite a shift for the team in red. Hamza, jersey number 5, has come in place.
okay.
Guillermo.
Long. Offside. This is what offside. Offside.
They seem to have a fair bit of options as well. You can pick and choose players at will. You've got the likes of Nestor and Guillermo, but of course you've got the likes of Ajare, you've got the likes of Hamza as well
Yes,
coming out
out.
from the bench, giving the coach lots of options in ways of tinkering their attack.
And that's how a team has to be, versatile players. You have got options of players. Look at all of a sudden the second half, you had 2 players coming in, Jidin and Ankit going out, Toy, and Ridin Talan, all the way coming in, getting their goals.
2-0.
There's the new man, jersey number 15 for Northeast United. Hamza, of course, is slotted into the centre of the park alongside Bemamar. Happy to sit back is Northeast United. Here comes the new man. The 2 men who've come in now. Hamza combining. Hamza now has players in front of him.
No.
Just tries to do it all by himself. Ends up losing possession.
Balance
And
now.
here come Ami now. Put in a good ball. It's being chased there by Vikash.
Wow. This is the power. This is the by because
A minute back.
the sense.
But another change now being affected
Double
by
number.
Indian Army football team. Rahul Ramakrishnan has been taken off. Number 22, Deepak,
Scored.
is
Okay.
coming in his place in these last 5 minutes. Both teams, of course, exercising all 5 substitutions in this game, and rightfully so. Northeast United still leading by 2-0. Both goals coming in from Nestor Albiac and Guillermo, the Spanish recruits for the Highlanders.
Wow, speed jam.
Good bit of skill there to get past his marker. Loses out
Now,
eventually.
foul.
Sagar there brought down by Bemamar.
Number 20.
Dinesh now. A lot will depend on the quality of
Wow,
the
nice keeper. Why is it okay? Very good.
They seem to be lacking a bit of ideas now going in front as well, Henry, when you talk about Indian Army.
Yeah, it's important, when you don't have the possession of the ball, you have very little time. What you need to do is just lift the ball up, put more men into the attack, and just try to get inside the opponent's attacking zone.
Yes, 3
Meanwhile,
goals.
at the other end, come
Now,
Northeast United. Ajare very nearly got the third goal for his team, but it wasn't to be. 1-on-1.
wide.
Yes, he broke the line of the defense. Look at this run. Timed it very
No.
well. He had a good chance. The entire goal to his mercy. Goalkeeper
27 minutes.
scrambling, but he couldn't get that goal on target.
Sagar puts in a first-time ball, brought out brilliantly down that chest. Still in possession, trying to find his player close to him. Ajare wins the ball, and on come Northeast United. Thoyna down that left flank. Then look at the numbers charging in front. They've charged in front, they've lost the ball, which means they left gaps at the back. And now on come Indian Army. Down the left flank again.
Yes.
Vikash
Wow, says
giving
Vikas.
options,
No,
find that ball.
number 11
Does
was
well.
no
Now he's
out.
got to keep it in play. Ends
No.
up getting a corner for Indian Army football team.
And that piece of defending was very good for Machine. Especially delayed the ball, took him out of the line to get behind the defender, and then Vikash gets the corner.
Probably should have done a lot better, given that he could, of course, control the ball, had the time for the
Just
shot.
only no time.
Didn't have too much time on the ball as well. Had to take it as quickly as possible just to keep it on target.
Look at that wall of red in front of them. It's important when you get chances in the dying stage of the match, you keep it on target, test the goalkeeper. If you can get your goal, nothing like it. Just wavered.
Tries to find Ajare. He's making a nuisance of himself up front, playing the lone man up front for Northeast United. Both the goal scorers have been subbed off by coach Juan Pedro Bernardi. First goal, of course, brought in by Nesta Albiach. Beautiful first-time shot from outside the box. And then the man who set him up for that first goal, Guillermo, in the most awkward of positions, making the most of a ball that went behind him, putting that ball inside the back of the net. That being his fourth goal of this edition's competition. He's also got 2 assists to his name. Tells you the kind of player he can be for Northeast United if he continues this sort of form up front for the Highlanders. Ajay, Hamza, combining well. Player inside. Pradeep Talang as well, asking for the ball. 3 players inside for Northeast United. Ajay trying to go up by himself.
Yo, sense.
6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes for Indian Army football team to come back in this game. Or 6 minutes separating Northeast United from a spot in the semi-finals of this edition of the Junior Cup.
Sometimes you talk about football game not getting over till the last whistle, and you keep on going. Anything can happen anytime.
Let's learn through the this is the last space.
Last 9
Okay.
minutes, the defense will need to be very alert here.
Macaton getting that yellow card from the referee. That occasion, one of those substitutes used by Juan Pedro Bernardi.
That was a great ball, but look at that. Just bringing Pradeep down. What a fantastic player he's been, number 27, 18. Makes himself present, available all the time.
Available all times.
Corner putting leaves a lot to be desired. The delivery of that ball. Pradeep is giving a chase, keeps it in possession. Now you've got numbers in front, tries to find one of those players making that run into the box. Here's Pradeep again. Puts in a good cross. There's a player coming and attacking that ball.
Now taking not ball.
Good bit of defending by Northeast United. And here comes Ajari. Here comes Ajari.
Yes.
Only one thing on his mind, and that is the back of the goal. Misses it on that occasion. Danger still not averted for Northeast United. And now they finally clear it.
Now.
Shift play down that right flank. On comes come Indian Army football team.
क'क्राझार फुटबल नायदों आरो क'क्राझार फुटबल नायबाय दङ क'क्राझारनि फुटबल बियो जागासिनो दं खेलाया yes
All that you need to do is now
just
slow
time
down
no
the game and look at that. Makes his run
only 4 minutes time
The first touch was not too good. Just extends that first touch. The goalkeeper reads it pretty well.
Indian Army
The
versus
first
the
touch over
Northeast.
here is a mess. That's the reason why he just couldn't find that net.
He's had his chances ever since coming on for Northeast United, and that's his role, coming off the bench, making sure he's making a nuisance of himself. Not giving any chance of rest as far as the opposing defence is concerned. And to be fair to him, he's been giving options up front to all his players. From that point of view, that foreign contingent looks pretty good for Northeast United Football Club. They seem to have a coach who will use them in an intelligent manner as well. Knows how to, of course, use them whenever he wants to use them. Doesn't have to depend on just a player or two.
What more do you want in an early in the competition? You are looking at players, for a long-term period. The season is too long now. You need to get in competitive matches for your players. Lot of changes in the team. That's how you find your players.
Now, of course, calls of close him down from the Indian Army football team bench.
Oh.
Not too far away, just 2 minutes remaining in this game. Just 2 minutes remaining for Northeast United to see a spot in the semi-finals of this edition of the Turnament Cup. Both goals coming in the second half. 2 goals coming in from Nesta Holbjork and Guillermo Fernandez Hierro. Both Spanish imports, 2 players this season. Seem like influential guys who will be there whenever Northeast United is competing, whichever trophy they're competing in. We've also had some impressive performances from the Indian players.
This last time.
Ashir Akhtar, another of those players, he's solid at the back of defense. Zabako on the ball, hasn't had much to do.
Last 6
another
minutes,
one on the
guys.
ball, and this is what he brings to beautifully finds Olbiok. Apologies. Ajare now, Hamza making that late run in the box.
क'क्राझार बाजै क'क्राझार प्रमद बर' सार लाबोनाय बे खेलाखौ आरोना बे स्टुडिअ लाबोनाया बेनो मानसिफोरा बेखौ बिराद टिकेट दाननानै नायफैदोंमोन ना दाबो नायगासिनो दङ
20 minutes, last 6, okay. Last 6 minutes.
Both of them
Last 1 minute.
race to win top scorer in this tournament.
Okay, last 1 minute only, just no time. Only 1 minute time.
I guess everyone is sensing it. When will that final whistle be blown? Seems like Indian Army football team has finally accepted their fate. Can't really do too much about it. It's been a good competition nonetheless, Henry, for them.
Yes, no.
Khatam, guys.
Bye लोगोफोर गोजोननाय थाबाय बयनिसिमबो रोजा साबायखर क'क्राझार फुटबल फाइनाल नायनायनि थाखाय बयनिसिमबो साबायखर थाबाय
Beating Indian Army football team by 2 goals to nil. Both goals coming in from Nesta Olbiok and Guillermo Hierro. 52nd minute and the 73rd minute. Northeast United continue in the tournament while at the end of the road for Indian Army football team.
Okay, look for bye.